My question is that, I mean, what is it like? What's the experience like being in a bio bubble, which is obviously a new thing for all of you? So, what's the experience been like for you?
It's been nice for me. I've been enjoying myself. I've got lots of activities to do, so I make sure that I keep myself entertained with that because, of course, it's challenging for everyone. It's a new thing. More than challenge, I see it as an opportunity to improve myself in every aspect. So I make sure that I keep myself entertained,
Right.
and entertain myself. And yeah, I take it in a positive manner. Like it's always about choosing what you want. Like I can feel that, oh, it's quite challenging, this or that, but I don't take my focus there. But I rather choose that, okay, it's an opportunity, and I work through that then. So I have lots of activities to do. Like I play TT every day. I I do yoga. I do meditation every day. Then I go for my practice, net session, and gym. So these four things I keep, doing all these four things. So कभी कभी वक्त ही कम रह जाता है. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Paul?
Yeah. So, hello. Yeah,
हाँ,
Shikhar.
yeah,
Shikhar, आपने बताया like you do gym, you do meditation, and you also make lot of TikTok and the Insta videos also. So, is it a
yeah,
new hobby for you during the lockdown days? Like I was seeing, I mean, during the first 2 3 days of quarantine, you made quite a couple of interesting videos, on
yeah.
Hollywood songs. So while others
Bollywood.
were
Yeah,
posting
yeah,
workout videos, you were posting your song videos. So
yeah.
is it something that you picked up in the lockdown, or have you
No,
always did?
it was always there in me. I enjoy, creating those sort of stuff. Uh, I'm a good dancer as well, so I enjoy dancing. I enjoy, playing flute. So it comes naturally to me. I these ideas keep coming up. जैसे मैं लॉकडाउन में था तो मैंने वो बनाया था जब से हुई है शादी,
Right.
आफत कर, तो एक वो हो गया. फिर अभी ये पृथ्वी के साथ बनाया था मैंने. So
Ha.
these are all my ideas only, and
Right.
I come up with the song. Again मैंने भी एक और बनाना है. मैं उस श्रेयस और उसके साथ बनाऊंगा, ऋषभ के साथ. So that will be a very good one as well.
Acha.
So I enjoy that. I enjoy, expressing myself, and it's a good way for me to express myself. And somehow when I put stuff on Instagram, अब तो TikTok नहीं है. TikTok तो नहीं यूज
Ha.
करते हैं जब हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने बना तो रील्स जो है आजकल जो है ना. And even my fans, they love that side more of me than when I put my cricket stuff out there. Yeah. So I always wonder, I like why like that though. But it's good that I can bring so many things on table and entertain not just my fan people. Like even in that lockdown tha's my that video went quite viral, and I'm sure it
Right.
must have brought a lot of smile on people's face. People can connect with it as well in a funny manner, and it's about connecting with people.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Anand sir?
Yes.
Ah, Shikhar, this is Anand here.
Yeah. Hi, Anand.
The tournament starts in 4 days, and you're playing your first game in 5 days. See, given that all 8 teams are coming back after a long break, especially all Indian players, do you think this edition, it is ideal to see a new winner?
Yeah, it depends how uh, everyone starts. It depends how a team picks up their own rhythm. It's gonna depend a lot on that, and everyone is putting a lot of work right now in their practice sessions, and everyone is prepared well. This is the first time, like after 4 5 months, players gonna play. So it's more than skill based or anything. It's gonna be mentally uh, challenging as well. Like people have to be mentally strong because coming after 5 months and playing in such a big tournament straight away,
Yes.
you have to be mentally strong as well. So it's gonna show a lot of I would say courage, skills, everything for a team to start doing well, and we'll see how the tournament goes. And all the teams are quite strong, and yeah, you can see a new winner. Why not? Absolutely. There's always a chance. And some अभी मेरे को कल ही कोई बोल रहा था कि every leap year a new winner comes in.
Acha.
Yeah, yeah. So for sure, so maybe hopefully you'll see Delhi Capitals lifting up the trophy.
Right. Shikhar, you said a lot about like how mental strength is going to be a factor. Now, like you have been playing, I mean, this Delhi Capitals top order. Like last year, you played with Prithvi Shaw, you played with Rishabh. So, do you think like the opening combination, you and Prithvi, like it's the best in IPL opening wise?
Uh, we both are quality players, and we did pretty well last year as well as a thing. And now, of course, the more we play, the more we're gonna get refined together. And Prithvi is in great touch. We play 2 practice games among ourselves, and he's batting really well. He's a class player, and sure that we will do great this season as well. And the good thing is like Rishabh, uh, Shreyas, Prithvi, they're all getting mature
Hmm.
as
Right.
well. So now we got good experience as well as youngsters with a lot of maturity. So we got a very strong side. Then we got Ajinkya coming in, Ashwin coming in. So it's a nice balance of experience and youngsters, and got a good bowling side. So I feel that we got a very complete side,
Right.
especially if at start of the tournament pitch is going to be nice. That's what I'm assuming, and because we only playing on the 3 grounds, so it's going to end up going on turning wickets as well or slow wicket. We got enough of spinners as well, all rounders. We got this new bloke Lalit Yadav from Delhi only. He's batting really well. He bowls off spin as well. So we got all the areas covered, and I feel that's a great strength. And yeah, and looking forward for great tournament. We guys creating a great vibe in the team, good vibes. Everyone is happy, smiling faces are there. That's what matters, and then we're gonna enjoy the journey.
Right. You
And
say,
I'll quickly step in, Paul, for 1 second and ask
yeah,
a
yeah, sure.
question, which is the consensus, Shikhar, is that the UAE pitches will be low and slow, right? That's what most people are saying. And the fact is that when these IPL teams were picked, when the auction happened, you obviously did not know that all your matches will be in 3 venues in UAE. So do you think, keeping that in mind, that the team balance is good and you have the kind of people you need for the conditions you will face?
Absolutely, because we got a lot of Indian batsmen, and especially on these sort of wickets, if it's slow turning, then Indian batsman comes very handy. Then our overseas uh, players also really good. Stone has done so well in Australia, and then Alex Carey is there. He plays spins quite well. Then we got that left-hander from West Indies. Uh, what's his name? I
Admire.
Hitmire, और वो दूसरा कौन सा उसका एक हो रहा है वो जो
Timo
Kimo Paul,
Paul or
Hitmire
Timo
and
Paul? Huh.
yeah, Hitmire and Kimo Paul. They're amazing batsmen, and I feel that at start wickets gonna be nice. It's gonna be true wickets. The wickets we saw in practice, they're very good. They're bouncy
Right.
as well. Sometimes we feel like they'll be playing in Perth. They're that bouncy. So
Oh,
I'm
really?
sure that match wicket won't be like that. But yeah, but I feel that eventually maybe थोड़े time बाद क्योंकि वो इतना यूज हो जाएंगे विकेट ऐसा भी हो सकता है स्लो हो जाए और अगर स्लो होती है तब स्पिनर्स भी हैं इंडियन बैट्समैन भी है तो सब कुछ है आप ऑर्डर करो वही आपके सामने पेश कर देंगे
Right. Yeah. So, Shikhar, you mentioned about Prithvi, Rishabh, Shreyas. They all are maturing. Like, as obviously they have got international experience. How do you see Rishabh's wicket keeping maturing in his wicket keeping role? Because now that MS Dhoni has retired, obviously the Indian team will be looking for a long-term replacement. Now that
Yeah.
he has officially retired, so how do you see his wicket keeping skills improving?
Yeah, he's doing good and he's working on it. Of course, as a wicket keeper, he works on it every time he goes on the field, and I feel that the way his batting is improving, or his maturity is coming. Of course, that maturity going to reflect in keeping as well as in batting as well. And for sure, he got a long way to go and a long way to play for India. like he'll gonna play for a long time, and he'll do well for himself, for Indian team, for himself, and for Delhi Capitals as well in IPL.
Right. 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 Okay.
Shikhar, this edition, there will not be any real this home and away kind of feel because you're
Yes,
playing only in three venues. Does that make this tournament, the very level playing field? Does it give all teams, kind of equal chance? And how do you see that?
Yeah, like CSK not playing in Chennai. That-
absolutely, very very true. It's gonna make it quite fair for everyone. And even that time also it was fair, like having
Yeah.
home advantage or all that stuff. That's also fair. But yeah, it's a different opportunity, and it's gonna be good fun as well to play on the same ground or same on the neutral venue. It will be good fun. Yeah, and at the end of the day, if we have quality pitches, uh, then it doesn't matter. Like if we are playing on the same ground, because that's what. Players want. They want good pitches because in 2020 you go after bowlers, or you need those sort of pitches where it's true.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Shikhar, I mean, I saw your recent tweet. How you said that how you started playing gully cricket. And you still miss it, and now like you are almost in your 10th year in international cricket. So how do you see your role has changed in the team, be it for the Delhi Capitals franchisee or the Indian team? Now you're a senior player. So how do you think your role has changed or role has been improvised? As a batsman or as a senior player, whatever you may say.
सी T20 अगर मैं IPL की बात करूं तो उसमें of course we have to give a good start, fiery start as an opener,
Mm-hmm.
and once the person who said he takes the game more further and put good runs on the board. That's for T20. Whether I'm playing for Delhi Capitals or for Indian team, I love to be an impactful player and make sure that if I score whatever runs I scored, there should be an impact, and I create that momentum for my team, and of course score big runs once I'm in that flow. And for Indian team in one days or T20, once you get season, once you have more clarity about yourself, more clarity in your plans, what you have to do, what not, and what I bring on table, like individualities, uh, individuality matters a lot. That's what I bring on the table. Like I'm aggressive batsman, so that's what I bring on for my side. That okay, first 10 overs, like if I talk about Indian team, first 5 6 overs, I am the aggressor. Mostly, I'm the aggressor, and Rohit takes his time, and then he comes in play, and so it's a nice, great, chemistry between me and Rohit, and we guys have been performing consistently quite well for 7 8 years now, and yeah, would like to keep on going that way and keep improving ourselves, having open mind to learn new things, and keep analyzing where we can get more better, more refined, and keep serving the nation and Delhi Capitals as well.
Right, right. Have you changed anything, in your training routine or training regime? We often hear like a sports person, if he's in the mid 30s, he introduces new things in his training routine, to
Yeah,
improve his fitness, to maintain his body. So, have you also
yeah.
introduced anything new, special?
Yes, I've introduced yoga in my routine. I do yoga, physical yoga as well as breathing techniques. That has put a lot of impact on me. My stamina has increased, and my focus has increased a lot. My mobility, because I used to have a stiff body, so my mobility has gone different level. I really like it. I feel much more lighter. And in skills also, we keep changing. There's very little changes, but their impact is huge. And yeah, so that's
Is there a particular
always
thing, a
happened.
particular skill or technique that you are working on? Because I was speaking to Sunil Chhetri the other day, and he was saying that this big lockdown and not having to actually play in tournaments
Hmm.
actually opened up time for him to specifically look at things that he has never looked at in his entire career.
Yeah,
Uh, but is there something technically that you have worked on? Something specific?
technically, like we I would say जैसे यार खड़े होने का तरीका थोड़ा बदल दिया. It's very minor. You won't come to know.
Right.
And it's very minor, and it makes a difference. Like if suppose my head is falling, so how I'm standing, where I'm looking, this or that. So
Right.
it's a quite detailed stuff, and of course I wouldn't like to tell all of that out there. And but yeah, but those little things makes a huge difference. Yeah.
Right.
Shikhar, uh, Shikhar, coming back from such a long break without playing, and as a senior player, is fitness a more bigger challenge, or the skill, getting the skill and your touch back a bigger challenge?
Uh, if I wouldn't have worked on myself in the lockdown, for sure it would have been bigger. My reflexes have gone slow, but I was doing
Uh,
my fitness when I was in lockdown, and make sure that I make myself much more fitter. Actually,
okay.
those 4 5 months have made me much more fitter, much more fresher, and my reflexes have gone quicker. And batting skill wise, because we have been playing for so many years,
Uh,
it takes very quick time for us to get into that flow. And again, if person, how a person mentally thinks, that what matters. Or if they feel, oh, okay, oh, I'm not in touch, I'm this, it's going to take time. For sure it's going to take time. Then if you think that, oh, I'm already in the flow and doing great, you will feel that. It's about what, you know what things you talk to yourself.
okay.
Right.
Shikhar, like you have a legend in Ricky Ponting as the Delhi Capitals coach. So, what has been your interaction with him? Like, did he tell you anything specific? Obviously, the IPL is a too short tournament, to like change anything skill wise. But has he got any specific advice for you?
Yeah, he's a great coach, and I enjoy working with him. Uh, his energy is quite strong. Yeah, he told me one thing, that keep your body language more strong. So I worked on it, and it helped me as well. And yeah, like as you correctly said, it's a short tournament, so we don't. Sometimes, of course, if we feel like telling some player that, okay, you can do a little bit of this change or that change, he does it. But he's happy the way I'm going with my plans and clarity. And yeah, we keep exchanging thoughts, that how we want to approach first 6 overs as a opener. As a opener, that's what my main role is. That how I approach the first 6 overs. So we discuss about that, our strategies, and like we do specific drills as well in practice. So we make sure that we are quite specific, not just going randomly and practicing. We know that what we need to improve, why we have come in the nets. So we quite mindful about what we preparing for. Yeah.
Shikhar, last year you reached the Delhi Capitals reached playoffs and you scored more than 500 runs. And beyond that, you and Ashwin are two players who know what it is to win an IPL.
Yeah.
I think you were part of SRH and
That's correct. Yes.
Ashwin,
Yes.
CSK. So what do you tell the younger boys, who are doing well, but just to
I always tell them that it's always about the journey, and if we keep the process right, things will fall in place for us, and we make sure that we repeat the success mantra often.
uh,
So once we keep doing it, everything will come to us. We don't have to. We shouldn't be getting desperate to go after something because we haven't won it. If we get desperate energy is not very
uh,
nice. So we have to be relaxed and calm. At the same time, strong body language. We know that aggression is there from inside, and we know what to do, but with a calm mind. That's what I tell them.
So this thing that you just said, this desperate energy is not nice. Do you have a personal experience with that in terms of what happens? I mean, why is it not nice? What
Of
does it
course,
do to you?
desperate. When you're desperate, of course, you're running after things, right?
Hmm.
And you want it badly. So when you want something badly, you don't have it. That's why you want it. And it happened with me. I was playing against New Zealand. I knew that that if I'm not going to perform well, I'll be out of the team in test team. And I started working more hard. And but I was skill wise working more hard, more focused. There's that, but my energy was desperate because I was wanted to save something Ki bhai, I don't want to get dropped, this or that. But eventually I got dropped. And then I realized that, that with that energy, it's not nice for me. I can talk about myself. And then I like, okay, I have to be relaxed. And when you're desperate, you see, when you're relaxed and calm, you are much more happier as well. When you're desperate, you'll be in a rush all the time. Okay, yeah, I want it. So for me, main thing is happiness and being calm. That's my first priority. If I have that, then other things comes to me, because of course I'm working on it. Not that I'm just sitting and doing nothing. So yeah, so that's the thing. So by desperation, it's only an emotion which you, and it's all about energy. What energy you create. So
Right.
I believe in energy. So that's why I'm very particular about what energy I create, what not. Yeah.
But practically, do you see that translating into your batting skills, for example? I mean, say for example, if you're desperate, do you see that okay, you don't have access to as many shots as you would have if you are playing with a calm and free mind?
Absolutely. It's in any field, it's the same. If you're desperate, you won't have that clarity. You'll be rushing toward things, and then you'll be out of solutions. So to get solution, you have to be calm, and you will know that okay, this what I have to do in this thing. So in under pressure, why a player becomes great, because they know how to perform in under pressure, high intensity game. You're keeping
Hmm.
yourself like Dhoni Bhai, for example. He
Hmm.
could take the game till last over. Not many people can do that. He used to be calm, and he used to have so much of self belief, but he was never desperate. You wouldn't have seen him being desperate, that rushing. So he could. That's why he could pull the game from other team. Or else you get desperate, you will make some mistake, and
Hmm.
which can cause you the loss or anything. Yeah. So yeah. So you can anyone can work on it.
Right. And you were saying about Rohit taking a bit more of an anchoring role while you are the aggressor when you open for India. Now there was a statistical debate going on between cricket geeks who do a lot of
Mhm.
number crunching, saying that when you have T20, that there is really no space for an anchor. That you basically what you really ideally want is a team full of players who can just go out and start hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Because if you
Absolutely.
take even 6 or 7 balls to settle in, you're being too late.
Too
What do
late.
you think of that?
So when I talked about Rohit, I was talking about one day that time.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And absolutely, you're absolutely right. 6, 7 balls. Sometimes, see, it depends what team goal is. If suppose team wants 50 runs in first 6 overs, and from one side the batsman is hitting, and every day it's not the same day. Maybe you're not getting that feel or touch first few balls, so you can take that time, and then you can pull it again. But mostly, you have to fire from both ends, and that's the best thing. And at the same time, be uh, you know smart enough not to lose too many wickets. Keep
Right.
the pressure going on. Yeah.
Shikhar, taking from that, like in T20s, does the left hand, right hand batsman combination work, just to break the rhythm of the bowler? Because in ODIs, definitely there is the theory that if there is one side there is right hand batsman, other side left hand, maybe it's difficult for the bowler to set the line. In T20s, does it work as well? Because you said that both ends, maybe batsmen try to hit the ball. So, what's your take?
Yeah. In T20, test match, one day, T10, any sort
Yeah,
of cricket, for sure it
yeah.
makes a huge impact. Yeah, absolutely. Left hand
Okay.
bowler has to change his line and length, and some bowlers are not comfortable bowling to left-handers. Like if they're 100% for right-handers, they can be 90% for left-handers. So that 10% advantage a left-hander gets it, or a right-hander gets it, vice versa. And they have to keep on changing line and length again and again after each ball, or after whenever left or right-hander are going to face it. Now, for example, if off spinner is bowling and left and right hand, so why they bring off spinner? Because left, it gives bit of trouble to left-hander batsman. It goes away from. But whereas when right-hander comes in, right-handers play off spin much more easier than left-hander. So yeah, so it makes a huge impact.
Nice. I think we have time for one last question.
Yes.
Let's do one last question, Rudra, and then we'll wrap up. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Can I ask?
Yes, Anand, go ahead.
Yeah, Shikhar, how do you deal? How do you generally, you or your teammates and players deal with anxiety? Being in a having to be in a bio bubble before going to play, preparing to play, and how do your families, deal with this?
All right, Anandji. So it totally depends on a on on the person. How a person talk to himself. You can be your best friend or you can be a victim. So it totally depends on you. You can have 10 people around you, positive people, but if you're not your best friend, no one can help you. So that's where this IPL it's gonna be that only, because we know we don't have any outlet, that we cannot go out and go to a restaurant. It's good, of course, that change is good. I enjoy it. Like I enjoy going to a restaurant, seeing different people, because we staying with the same people. But at the same time now that opportunity has come. So how people gonna take it? This IPL gonna matter a lot. In this IPL, It's gonna matter a lot, because it's good that challenge gonna come to everyone. Everyone are on the same level. So now when people are not performing or performing, how they taking it, and they have to stay with the same people in the hotel only, same space. They don't have any different space. So how they're gonna handle it? That's the beauty we're gonna see it this time, and I'm sure that it's gonna play a huge role in, or it's gonna make huge impact in everybody's thing. So a positive person can take things to a different level, and a lot of people can go on the other side as well. So it's a nice one, nice to test our mental skill, I would say, mental strength, emotional strength. Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
It's like a retreat almost.
yeah, absolutely. Big boss, like big boss.
Like big boss. Okay.
That,
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Shikhar.
Thank you
Thank you
so
Thank
for
you,
much.
giving
Shikhar.
us your
All the
time.
best.
All the
All the
thank
best.
you,
best.
thank you, Mehrban.